I'm in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. This at the David Crockett statue, but I want to get this quote: "Be sure you are right, then go ahead." David Crockett. So that's a powerful statement. I'm going to read this. Now, remember, David Crockett was the one that voted against the removal, and he was also voted against Andrew Jackson, and he lost his re-election as a result of that. Justice of the Peace for Lawrence County, 1818, member of the First Commission of Lawrenceburg, 1819, represented Lawrence and Hickman counties in the state legislature, 1821 through 22, congressman from West Tennessee, 1827, 1831, 33 to 35. David Crockett, of course, was killed at the Battle of the Alamo, erected by gift of the people and the legislature of Tennessee to the memory of Colonel David Crockett, born in East Tennessee, August 17th, 1786, and gave his life for Texas liberty amid the smoking walls of the Alamo, Sunday morning, March 6, 1836. Pathfinder, pioneer, hunter, patriot, statesman, and soldier, his fame is immortal with the story of his state and the glory of his death. Let's see, I can't read that. This word there, Mopley had its messenger of defeat, the Alamo had none. Thermopylae had its messenger of defeat, the Alamo had none. So let me go down these stairs here. So there you have it. There's Brother Bobby there in the video, but there's Davy Crockett, the man that voted against the removal, and he stood alone against Andrew Jackson in this legislation. Now there's some more historical markers over here. I'm going to walk over there and see what they say. And so I'm here in Lawrenceburg. I'll be going to the David Crockett State Park, setting up camp for the day. I'm on the downtown square, Lawrence Municipal Complex. So this is the Municipal Complex. James David Vaughn, 1864-1941, was a renowned gospel songwriter and publisher. In 1902, he founded the Vaughn Music Company in Lawrenceburg. Right there's the marker. In Lawrenceburg, 1922, he established radio station WOAN, considered the first radio station licensed in Tennessee. In 1925, Vaughn had 16 full-time gospel quartets touring the nation, operating in Lawrenceburg until 1929. I'm going to try to make it over here to this. I'm walking down this path. There's an old house over there. Try to get this other marker. So the Trail of Tears trail actually was a couple of blocks in that direction, back on the other side of the square. And this is Jackson's Military Road. A marker for Jackson's Military Road. Let's read what this says. After returning from the Battle of New Orleans in the War of 1812, General Andrew Jackson saw the need for a shorter, better military road more suitable to defend the Gulf of Mexico. The September 1816 treaty with the Chickasaw and Cherokee nations gave the U.S. government control over the land necessary to build the road. The terminal points on the military road would be Columbia, Tennessee on the north, and Madisonville, Louisiana on the south. In 1820, the road was completed from Columbia to Madisonville. The distance was 516 miles, 220 miles less than the Natchez Trace route. In 1818, 5 county commissioners, David Crockett, Maximilian Buchanan, Josephus Irvin, Enoch Tucker and Henry Fenix were given the responsibility of fixing upon a place for the county seat of Lawrence County. One of the deciding factors for the city of Lawrenceburg being at its location is because Jackson's military road ran near the site. On April 2nd, 1821, it was changed to run through Lawrenceburg. In 1864, General John Bell Hood marched 1/3 of the Confederate Army up the military road to the Battle of Nashville. In the early 1900s, the road from Chicago to New Orleans by way of Jackson Military Road was designated as the major north-south highway. And so I just come upon these historical markers. I don't read them at first. Some people like to read them and then make a video. I don't. You get what you get on this video, and this is all educational. So I don't try to edit this stuff, and I don't try to read stuff first. I just video it as it happens. How about that? That's what we got to do. So here's another one. See if I make it over here real quick and walk it over here. And so sometimes I do not how to the pronunciation of some of the words. I don't know. You can give a shot at it. But there's another Lawrenceburg Cumberland Presbyterian Church in Cumberland Presbyterian. So here's a cabin that's closed for repair. And this is David Crockett's home. That I was looking for it. I just now found it. And so this is the David Crockett Museum. It's closed right now. This is his old replica of the cabin, David Crockett Museum. This is all you needed back in the day, and even less than this to live in. Today, people want more. This is fabulous. Look at this cabin.
Watch him hold.
This is all you would need to live. It's amazing how materialism is dominating the American people today. Some people call it blessing. But here's a cabin. That's all you needed. You only had this replica of his cabin. There's a replica of the hill. I mean, because most of the time back in the day, in the time, you wouldn't spend inside. Now, he didn't have no windows. If this is a replica, he didn't have no windows. There's some type of stone wheel.
That's a mill wheel.
A mill wheel.
A grist mill was here somewhere.
So this is a replica. I don't know if this is actual cabin. I'm going to read this marker over here. This is really neat. I just walked up on this. I was wondering where it was at, the historic downtown Lawrenceburg. David Crockett's home. Here, David Crockett lived from 1817 to 1822. He was one of the commissioners who laid out the county and selected the site of Lawrenceburg. A colonel in the militia, justice of the peace, member of the legislature, and operator of several industries on Shoal Creek during his residence here. Okay, well, people, this is David Crockett's home site. And so he lived here 1817, 1822. How about that? So this very well, I don't know, the museum's closed. I don't know if this is the actual cabin.
Yeah, that's the cabin.
That is the actual cabin that he lived in. That's not a replica of his cabin. That's the actual cabin. Isn't that neat? How about that? That would be something to live in today. I would live in it. Of course, my people, Northern Cheyenne, we lived in teepees in buffalo, made out of buffalo hides. And so they were smaller than that. I've read an account where some of the old teepees actually had a second level, a second floor in that teepee for a larger family. There's the old house over there. So we're going to get back on the Trail of Tears path. Now there's something off in the distance over here on this hill.
We're right down there.
I don't know what that is, but you can see an old walkway on it. And so that's it. That we've seen the David Crockett Museum house. This is wonderful. Really exciting. Well, I'm excited. Brother Bobby's excited. And we're excited today to be in the Trail of Tears. Look at these trees.